Oh my God, welcome back to The Changeover, your absolute favorite home for chaotic tennis debates, powered by SecondServeAces.com. Today, we are talking about a completely wild day at Wimbledon. I mean, we have a British wildcard turning center court into an absolute madhouse. Sinner and Zverev just absolutely steamrolling their way into the Final Four, and some super spicy women's round of 16 matchups that my spreadsheets are literally screaming about. I am Elena Cruz, and joined, as always, by the guys who make me look incredibly reasonable.
Barely made it, guys. My Uber driver was practically screaming at me about Novak's sliding technique on grass. I felt like my brain was getting a fitness workout before I even stepped into the studio.
Oh, the modern tragedy of the ride-share debate. But let us please focus on the actual poetry on the grass today, rather than your logistical traumas, Leo.
Seriously, though, we have to start with the absolute shocker of the day. Arthur Fery defeating Grigor Dimitrov. 7-5, 3-6, 4-6, 6-4, 7-6 in the super tiebreak. I am still shaking.
That wasn't just a win, Elena. That was a physical heist. Fery was down 2-1 against a guy who has some of the most fluid grass court movement in the history of the modern game. To pull that off, that kid has lungs of steel.
It was a fascinating tactical display. Dimitrov seemed to rely too heavily on that low slice, expecting the young Briton to fold under the low bounce. But Fery stayed incredibly low, almost scraping his knees on the turf.
Right, and if you look at the track data, Fery was taking the ball so much earlier in the 4th and 5th sets. He didn't let Grigor dictate with that gorgeous forehand. He just went for it.
He took the fight to him. That's what I love. In the 5th set tiebreak at 7-all, Fery didn't play safe. He hit a second serve return that was pure violence. Dimitrov didn't know what hit him.
It did feel a bit like Grigor let his concentration drift. A classic mental lapse we've seen from him over the decades. It's a shame, really. A beautiful game, but sometimes lacking that ironclad resolve.
Okay, Dad, don't start with the back-in-my-day mental toughness speech. Fery played out of his mind. The crowd on center court was practically lifting him over the finish line.
Hey, the crowd helps, but you still have to execute. If your body can't cash the check your mind is writing, you lose that match. Fery's fitness was the real hero here.
Indeed. Now, if we look at the gentleman who actually managed to avoid such dramatic slip-ups, Jannik Sinner and Alexander Zverev are through to the Final Four.
Sinner is he's like a machine right now. He dismantled Jan-Lennard Struff, 7-5, 7-6, 6-3. It looked easy, but Struff was serving absolute bombs.
Struff was throwing the kitchen sink at him. Big serves, serve and volley, chipping and charging. But Jannik's passing shots? Unbelievable. The depth he gets on the run is just scary.
It's the short backswing. Sinner doesn't need time to generate power. On grass, where the ball skids and rushes you, that compact technique is absolute gold.
Exactly. And over on SecondServeAces.com, our tactical dashboard showed Sinner's return contact point was actually inside the baseline for over 40% of Struff's second serves. That is just bullying.
Bullying is the perfect word for it. He's suffocating people out there. And what about Zverev? Edging out Lehechka? That was a brutal baseline war.
Zverev reaching his first Wimbledon semi-final is quite the milestone. Historically, his movement on grass has looked a bit labored, like a tall man trying to dance on ice.
That is a mental image I did not need, Julian. But he really adjusted his footing today. He wasn't slipping at the back of the court.
Because he's put in the work. You don't get that stable on grass without serious core strength. He's physically peaking right now.
Well, the physical side is one thing, but the tactical maturity is what impressed me. He served exceptionally well when facing breakpoints. Very disciplined.
Totally. Speaking of discipline, we need to look ahead to the women's draw. The round of 16 is so wide open. We have Keys versus Noskova and Ila against Paolini.
Madison Keys on grass is a threat to anyone. When that forehand is clicking, it's the heaviest ball on the tour. Noskova is going to have to defend like her life depends on it.
Noskova has that flat, penetrating backhand that can disrupt Keys' rhythm, though. If she can direct the play to Madison's movement, we might see an upset.
I don't know, like Madison's grass court streak is incredibly strong right now. My numbers are heavily favoring Keys if she keeps her first serve percentage above 60.
And what about Paolini? She's been the story of the clay season, but transitioning to grass against someone like Ela is a completely different puzzle.
It requires a shorter bounce, a lower center of gravity. Paolini has the athletic tools, but Ela has that youthful, fearless energy. It's going to be a fascinating contrast of styles.
It really is. If you guys want to see the full tactical breakdown and our predictive models for those matches, you have to head over to secondserveaces.com. We have the deep dive articles up right now.
Go check it out, seriously. The data there is elite. All right, I am off to find a ride home that doesn't involve a lecture on Djokovic's slide. See you guys next time.
Good luck with that, Leo. Goodbye, everyone.